Hello world, this is Wolfstar Games, and welcome back to more Robotics Notes Elite. Last time we read the 5th Kimijima report, and it got all sciencey on me. I mean, as I explained last time, science was not my strongest subject when I was in school, so kind of goes over my head a little bit, but I'm trying my best to understand the sciencey aspect of this game. Trying to, at least. And, everything going on with the universe and the magnetosphere and the geomagnetosphere that was brought up in the report, as well as the harp. That was all very interesting, aside from all the sciencey gobbledygook that was brought up. Anyway, last we actually left off, we had switched back to Akiho's point of view. So, let's see what's going on with her. June was told about an explosion at the robot clinic during 6th period class that day. Excuse me? An explosion? What in the world happened? What? Well, we're starting out with a doozy of a piece of information. Alright. Fortunately, we were relieved to hear that nobody was seriously injured. Oh, that's good. But an explosion is still no small matter. Hey, yeah, seriously. Thus, together with Jun and Subaru, Kai said he had business at Frabo's place. Of course. I rushed over to the clinic.
Oh, 来たか.
Yes, we did. That isn't a problem, is it? Doc is acting like nothing at all happened. I'm guessing this happens kind of regularly then for him? I don't know.
爆発したって聞いたけど、本当にかすり傷一つないの?
Sure seems like it.
ゴーのやつが話したのか。余計なことしやがって。
Oh, Juna's father told her? Okay. Doc clicks his tongue, then scoffs through his nose. Scoffs through his nose. Okay.
この俺が怪我するようなヘマはしねえよ。
I mean, all the same though. I mean, you think that he would know what you think he would know what he's doing in order to not make an explosion happen. But yet there was?
でも爆発は起きたんですよね。何があったんです?
Yeah. What did happen? Tell me, please. At the very least, there are no holes in the walls or ceiling. Well, that's good. Is there any damage at all?
モノポールが爆発を?
Oh, Subaru knows about the... Wait. Did Akiho tell him that she talked to Doc about the monopole? I thought that was being kept secret between her and Doc. Yeah.
爆発したのはモノポールじゃねえよ。
Okay, what did explode?
じゃあ何?
いろいろ試してるときにちょっとばかり火の不始末でな。
A bit careless with fire. Alright.
まあ大したことはね。外で作業してたから店も壊れなかったしな。
So there's no damage?
あの程度の爆発でガタガタ騒ぐんじゃねえ。
I mean, like Akiho said, an explosion is no small thing. It can, like, make or break whatever you're working on. It sounds to me like he made plenty of mistakes.
信じられない。
June is still standing at the store entrance, listening from a distance. She's trembling and holding back tears. Well, she seems really angry. You don't see her with an expression like that too often. Her voice and the manner of her model doesn't seem like she's really angry.
おじいちゃん、私心配したんだよ。
My nose is a little has a little tickle. Ah.
おう。
It's like there's that big toothless smile. What are you smiling about, Doc?
そうか。純も一緒だったか。
It's like and now that they're on better terms, it's like they're more comfortable with each other now, and so I guess that's why he's smiling big. He's happy to see his granddaughter.
病み上がりなんだから、あんまり無茶しないで。
Yeah, it's like you don't want to wind back up in the hospital.
もう心配かけて悪かったな、純。
Oh, well, that's nice of him to say that.
だがよ、こいつは男のロマンってやつなんだよ。久々に改造屋の血が騒ぐのさ。
I imagine so.
ちょっとぐらい冒険しねえとモノポールほどの代物をいじれねえだろうが。何しろ未知の物質なんだからな。
I mean, it is new territory, yes.
俺は種子島が吹っ飛ぶ覚悟でやった。後悔はしてねえ。
You don't have any regrets at all now? Well, that's good.
いや、そこはしてください。
What? What are you saying, Subaru? What?
今さら綺麗事か。死ぬ覚悟ができてねえなら今すぐモノポールはどっか山奥に埋めてきな。それで二度と思い出すんじゃねえ。ロバブ、モノポールをロボに使うって言ったのはお前らだ。
Yes, she did. But I seriously thought that was gonna just stay between Akiho and Doc. I'm actually honestly surprised that Subaru and Juna know about it as well. And actually, come to think of it, up until now, Juna hasn't known about the monopole. So, when did she know about it? Like, when was she told about it?
俺はそれに乗った。だから命がけでやってんだよ。
Well, that's all well and good until you lose a limb. Jeez.
お前らに死ねというつもりはねえが、覚悟ぐらい決めとけ。
I mean, there's having a passion about what you're doing and a drive, but you have to know your limitations in what you're doing so that you don't, make things go boom.
おじいちゃん。
すまねえジュン、俺はこういう人間なんでな。
Yes, we know that, but still, it's like we care. It's like they clearly care about Doc, and they just want to make sure that he's, going to come out of this unscathed.
だが、もちろん自分からくたばるつもりはねえぜ。
Not anytime soon, right? I mean that's good that he has the I guess the fortitude of not wanting to pass on yet. I mean, it's remarkable what your mind is capable of. I mean, if you want to live to a certain age, you can. It's like both my great-grandfather and grandpa did that with wanting to live to be at least 90. And they did. So, it's quite remarkable what the human mind is capable of.
まだまだ若い奴らには負けやしねえよ。
Doc is definitely way livelier than he was before the surgery. I mean, he is. I mean, that shows that he has gotten better, but at the same time, want to make sure that he doesn't go back into the hospital. And especially due from an explosion.
で、ドク、モノポールが爆発する可能性ってあるの？
I mean, the monopole has an electromagnetic current running through it, right? So I assume that electromagneticism can explode.
いや、
No? Maybe I'm wrong then. Doc shrugs his shoulders.
とりあえずぶった切ってみたんだが大丈夫だった。
It was. Okay.
とりあえずって。
モノポールって何？
Oh, Juna doesn't know about it? So now she is going to learn about it, I guess.
だがなかなか興味深いことが分かったぜ。
What did you do?
みな、
Doc carefully places something on the counter.
これは
The music changed. Is this turning very ominous? It's a small bottle. Inside of it is some sort of blackish powder. What, like gunpowder? It looks like gunpowder, but it's actually the monopole ground to dust, basically. Oh, interesting. I'm not sure what to make of that. What did he do to it? He opens the lid of the bottle and pours the powder onto a white sheet of paper. Strangely enough, there's some sort of rainbow-colored smoke faintly visible. Rainbow-colored. Interesting. It glitters and shines. It's beautiful.
触っても大丈夫なんですか？
チリッとするくらいだな。
tingle. Alright.
若干熱を持ってやがる。やけどするほどじゃねえが。
Well, that's good. Don't want anyone to burn. Ellipses. Ellipses all around. It's not just me. Everyone has gone quiet upon seeing this strange substance. Amateurs like us shouldn't be messing with this stuff. Yet they are. Granted, the Robot Club are amateurs. Doc, though, he isn't exactly an amateur. I mean, he's the robot doctor, right? So it's like he's a professional, but all the same, he doesn't know how the monopole. I almost said monocle. How the monopole is supposed to work. So he's just just trying different things to see what makes it tick? I almost feel guilty about it.
さながら神の領域ですか。
We do? Subaru? I feel like this is something that his alter ego would say.
何気取った言い方してやがる。
I mean, I feel like it's the most appropriate time for melodrama.
別に気取ってなんて。
Nyat.
こいつは言ってみりゃ天から降ってきたお宝だろう。
Has it though? I mean, sure, the monopole fell from the sky, but that was more like, as I brought up at the time, that was more like a Chicken Little kind of thing. So I don't know about that. Who's being melodramatic now? Touche, Agio. Well, who cares? Either way, I'm the one who asked him to look into this. Yes. Which means I'm the one who needs to plant my feet on this.
ドクから見てこのモノポールどう？ありのまま話してほしいな。
Yeah, give us your honest opinion, Doc.
危ないのか危なくないのか使えるのか使えないのか。
Doc then narrows his eyes and stares straight at me.
ドク？
It's like, is he staring straight out at her? It's hard to tell, seeing that his model always looks like his eyes are closed. Why are you laughing, Doc?
今のお前の目、姉にそっくりだったぜ。
そう？
I mean, that's quite a compliment.
ああ、血は争えねえな。
Well, yeah. I mean, clearly they are. For some reason, Doc seems happy. That's good. Heck, I'm happy that he said I remind him of Misa. I mean, I know I still have a long way to go before I can stand shoulder to shoulder with her. A long way to go. It's like, I swear, sometimes I watch too much of Nico B. But still, hearing that is enough for now.
たぎってきた。
Getting hot up.
まあ、結論を出すのは実際にモーターに組み込んでみて効果を見てからだろうな。
Okay. Doc explains how he'll compress the powdered monopole into a core, then wrap a coil around it to make a magnet. Okay. It's like I've seen this kind of thing in other stuff. So makes a magnet and see if the powdered monopole will be drawn to the magnet. I mean, it should, seeing that the monopole gives off electromagnetism, so I mean, oh boy. It's like, it seems that Frau's route is going to be all about science. Which is fine, but all the same, trying to wrap my head around the science aspects is a little bit of a task for me.
電動式モーターに使えるなら、ホビーロボのノウハウが流用できるんだよね。
Yeah, I agree, actually.
スバル、そうでしょ?
Say you, Subaru.
ですね。
He agrees.
だったらフラウボーの負担も少しは減るはず。それなら
We can? Yesterday, Kai went to try and talk her into helping us, but she said no again. Really? Huh. So what does Kaito have to do to get her to say yes? My mind went into a direction that it... My mind went into a dirty direction. It's like, I think the Frau is rubbing off on my mind here. I bet she'd help if we made things a little easier on her. Maybe. It's then that all our phone droids simultaneously let off their warning sound. That's a different warning sound, though. I mean, we had this happen before, but the warning sound was completely different than this time. So what's this one about?
いや、俺のポケコンも鳴りやがったぞ。
緊急地震速報でしょうか。
I don't think so. Subaru takes out his phone droid faster than anyone and checks it. What's with the flashing? Then the lights in the stores suddenly start flickering over and over again irregularly. Okay, that's what that's supposed to be.
Huh?
What's wrong, Subaru? Subaru immediately loses his usual composure. I can tell from his gaze that he's reading the text on his phone droid's screen.
どうしたの?
Yeah, well, what is wrong? Especially if he has this kind of reaction. Say something, Subaru. Subaru gulps loudly. He then looks up at us with an aghast expression on his face.
太陽嵐です。
Oh, a solar disturbance, huh? And what were we reading in the 5th Kimijima report? A solar disturbance. Oh boy. I hope it's not happening so quick.
関東地方を直撃したと。
directly. Oh dear.
直撃
As to what that actually meant, I couldn't even imagine at the time.
よ、アキちゃん。
Alright, before we get into this scene, there was something about the 19th in the guide here. Let's see. Need to reply to a Tweepo message. There's nothing in the D section yet. Okay, surfing, let's see. With Gijene. Yeah. Okay, do you like women's breasts, big brother, Oni-chan? Why are you asking me that, Gijene? What? How about ones that are underdeveloped? Where is this coming from? Okay, let's see what the replies here are. Small? Oh my god. Some of the things I have to read. Small titties are justice, as is written in the sacred texts. Oh my god. In the sacred texts? And pray tell, Kaito, what are those sacred texts exactly? What are you saying? All in caps. Most guys tend to like him bigger. I mean, that's, I feel, relatively true. Okay, let's see what reply I have to answer with. Yeah, okay, it's this one. Small titties are justice, as is written in the sacred texts. I want to say that the sacred texts would be like from like a Kama Sutra book. I mean, could be. Okay. What a topic to go into, especially with Gijene, of all people. Oh boy. I mean, we are on Frau's route, so I guess some things that are gonna come up in Dweepo are gonna be a little, a little on the dirty-minded track. All right, I guess that's what we're going with. Oh boy. And you know, I like how Kaito was talking to Gijene in Akiho's room. I mean, it's like, you know, Kaito's answering Gijene, and Akio comes over and she's like, "Oh, who are you talking to, and what are you talking about?" And Kaito's like, "Oh, nothing, Akio. I'm just talking to a friend about body shapes. Never you mind. Bye." Actually, that would be really funny if that happened. Anyway. I poke my head into Akiho's room, and Madam President, my childhood friend, is sprawled out on her bed. She's staring at her phone droid in set position. The screen says that there's a call in progress. The person she's calling is Misa. Oh. She's trying to get a hold of her sister again. But Misane won't answer. It's like, seriously, what is it going to take for Misane to actually talk to her younger sister? Akiho notices me enter, hangs up, and sits up.
カイ、テレビ見た？
Why are
ミサ
you...
姉とは連絡つかず。
I pressed the wrong button.
カイ、テレビ見た？
いや、ネットのニュースとツイポで大まかな情報は見たけど。
東京、すごいことになってるよ。
らしいね。
Oops. Akio's not doing so good. Well, I had a feeling she'd be like this. And no contact with her sister. Also, why is Akiho all dressed like she's going to go outside? I mean, it's like, Akiho, take off your hat and your vest and your sweater. It's like, aren't you warm? I figured. Akiho. It's a sad Akiho. A very, very sad Akiho. The solar disturbance scored a direct hit on eastern Japan. Tokyo is experiencing major blackouts all over. Wow. The capital is pretty much entirely paralyzed. Wow. It's like entirely? That's huge then. Ooh.
アキちゃん、飴もらっていい？
Is that all you came over for, Kaito? Just to get candy from Akiho?
一個だけね。
There's a bag of space candy in her room. I take one out and pop it into my mouth. Oh, like the, space candy that's right on the floor there. It's like, I see you, space candy. Poking out from underneath that, what is that, a pillow? Wait a minute. Akiho, your outfit is all wrong. She's wearing sweater, a flannel shirt, and a hat, and a vest, but she's also wearing shorts. Is this some kind of fashion statement? I mean, I feel like it could, but all the same, it's like, why would you dress up warm up top, but not down below the waistline? It's like, I feel like that would be like kind of counterintuitive.
東京って停電してるんでしょ？復旧は2時間後くらいって話じゃなかった？
You have to talk with your mouth full?
え、うちは1週間後って聞いたけど。
A week or more? Wow. It's really serious.
いやいや、2時間後と1週間後じゃ誤差ありすぎじゃないの？
Yeah. It's like that's more than just huge.
なんか情報がぐちゃぐちゃになりすぎてて、何が正しいのかちっともわかんないよね。電話がつながらないのだって、みんなが安否確認のために電話かけまくっててパンクしてるんだって話と。
Oh. And Akio's doing the same thing. Because Misane's in Tokyo. She's trying to get a hold of her sister to find out if she's okay. Oh boy. I hope Misane's okay.
そもそも電話の基地局や交換機が停電でダウンしちゃったって話とあって。
パンクしてるだけならしばらく待てばかけられるようになるかもね。でも基地局が停電でやられちゃってると復旧には時間かかるかもな。
テレビもさっきまで見てたんだけど、東京のスタジオじゃないの。
Where was it being broadcasted from then?
大阪だよ、大阪。報道特番だったらいつもなら東京からなのに。
Special reports are always from Tokyo? Okay, so... But this would be a special report, though, with the blackout and everything related to it. So, Tokyo wouldn't be able to do a special report on that. It would have to come from Osaka. Akio is looking at Twipo on her phone droid as she exclaims,
Kai, これ。
What is it? She beckons me over and I sit next to her to look at her phone droid.
何これ、キャプ画像？何にも映ってないけど。
Blank? More like black. Live from the skies of Tokyo. Report. Endo. That should say reporter, shouldn't it? Not report. Endo Toshikazu. And fun spelled with 2 N's. Is that the call letters of the station?
映ってるよ。だってこれ生中継だよ。
Now that you mention it, I can hear helicopter sounds. And I thought that sounded like a helicopter.
ちゃんと東京上空だってテロップに出てる。
東京上空ってこれが？
The entire screen is darkness. Pitch black. There's not a single light to be found anywhere. Akio raises the video volume.
真っ暗です。眠らない街と呼ばれた東京のどこにも今この時間光はありません。
The reporter is nearly screaming. It sounds like he's panicking.
本来であればサラリーマンが帰宅する時間帯であり、繁華街は飲食店の照明や街灯でこうこうと照らされているはずです。今見えるのは住宅街でしょうか。そこで民家が何軒か火事で燃えている、その炎の明かりだけといった状況です。
Burning? On fire then? Oh no. That's not good at all. I mean, that's just... So, what, the Kimijima report came true? That the explosion of the sun happened and that a small explosion anyway happened and engulfed Tokyo? Oh boy. If so, that... Hey.
この暗闇の中に東京に住む1400万人の人々が不安な気持ちで電気の復旧を待っているはずです。
Oh wait, not Tokyo, but where was it that they said? Here it is. It hit Kanto. And Kanto, is that part of Tokyo? Like a prefecture of Tokyo? I'm not entirely sure. I would have to actually look that up.
うちの島でもこれよりは明るいよね。
今回の太陽嵐、もしかしたら夏のアメリカのやつより強力だったかもって話が。
Even stronger? Oh boy. So what does this mean for us then? If this one that hit the Kanto region, then what? The next disturbance could be even stronger and engulf a much larger area. Oh boy. Eee. Akiho mutters, startling me. I think back on the Kimijima reports. And that's what I'm thinking back on too. If Project Atom fails in 2015, large solar disturbances will next arrive in 2019 and 2020. And seeing that 2019 is almost over, it's just have a little bit left of November and then December. It's like, yeah, that things are going to get pretty chaotic, it seems. Oh boy. Once past that, the sun will enter a period of stability. In other words, this period of maximum solar activity is a convenient trigger for the Committee of 300. We need to get those last two Kimijima reports to find out everything, to learn everything we need to about what's going on and hopefully find out what the Committee of 300's end goal is. One could say that for the next decade, the Earth will become a favorable testing ground for the Committee of 300. One that's a desolate wasteland? I don't, so kind of like Mad Max in a way.
2019年の大規模な太陽嵐。もう夏に一度来てたから大丈夫だろうって高をくくってたのに。
I'm surprised he wrote that off in the first place. I mean, sure, he was being, unsure of whether or not to believe in what the Kimijima reports were saying, but now that he knows more details, and not to mention everything with the last lost episode of Gunvarel, it's like he has now cause for concern of where the Earth is heading with everything that the Kimijima reports are like predicting to come true. It's like we are not safe. It's like we need to do something so that this won't happen anymore. But what can a bunch of high schoolers do? That's the question.
こっちの方が強力って。
The one that hit the North America West Coast in the summer caused riots in cities. It took over a month for things to settle. Over a month. That's quite a while. And because of that, I can't help but be concerned that Tokyo is in danger. Not just Tokyo. Plus, it's the metropolis with the highest population in the world, the heart of our government and the economy. What's going to happen now that Tokyo is paralyzed? Anything could happen, I feel.
ねえ、カイ。お姉ちゃん、大丈夫だよね。
I sure hope so. And I don't want to think about it, but I sure hope that Misane doesn't have anything to do with this. I really hope. Akiho is uneasy, but I don't have the words to comfort her. After all, there's no way for us to get accurate info on Tokyo from all the way over here. How can they get accurate info then? If any at all? I personally tried calling Misane several times, but she didn't pick up. Oh, Kaito even tried. Okay. But of course was unsuccessful. It feels unreal. How many times have I felt this sensation since the year began? Too many times, I feel. Sure, the news says that Tokyo has been hit by citywide blackouts and that all functionality has ceased. But to us on Tanegashima, looking at this mess of info, it all just seems like someone else's problem. We can't even imagine how the people in Tokyo feel right now. How they're getting through tonight. I mean, they'll do what they'll have to do in order to get through everything.
東京は遠すぎるよ。
Back to Frau? Yeah. Okay, and apparently Frau's not feeling well. I feel sick. What, because you haven't gone out at all and haven't really taken care of yourself? It's like the part of my stomach below my belly button is filled with sludge. Sludge being slowly kneaded about. Okay, this disgusting feeling has persisted for half a day now. I mean, it sounds like she's hungry. Is she out of food? Frau, you need to take better care of yourself, girl. Someone is breathing really loudly. Yeah, and that someone is you, sweetie. It's noisy and irritating. If you don't shut up this second, I'm going to town on you. What? Turns out the idiot in question is actually me. I wipe the greasy sweat from my forehead. Boys should be the only ones panting. In all that delicious BL sort of way. Oh my god. Even at a time like this, it's like she still has to voice her kinks even in her monologue.
元気くん、飲み物プリーズ。
ちょっとぐらい喉が渇いたからってなんだ。元気一発、気合で乗り切ろうぜ。
元気くんボットはミュート状態に。
Yeah, that wasn't of any help.
よし、わかった。絶対また会おうな。
Genki-kun poses snappily and disappears from my phone droid screen.
カスが元気くんボットの使えなさっぷりはむしろ逆に金請求してもいいレベル。
Said the girl who made him. Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, did she make him? I pick up a bottle of mineral water nearby and pour what little of it is left into my mouth. Don't choke now.
水のストックある、ロゼッタ。
冷蔵庫の中にはミネラルウォーターのストックはもうありません。お散歩ついでに買いに行きましょう。
Frau needs to get out. I ignore Rosetta Bot's proposition and face my PC again. She working on the what is it for the robot club? The drive system? My sight is hazy. Have I been staring at my PC for too long? Probably. Nothing like this has ever happened before. On the monitor is at channel. Oh. With my sight blurry, I can barely read what's on screen. It's been over 12 hours since the Tokyo blackouts, but things still aren't back to normal. Okay, so she does know about that. Though apparently some areas have power again. Oh, really? Well, that's a glimmer of hope. But that's mostly places like factories, which have their own private power generators. Oh. Okay. She shut down my hope. Even the electric companies don't have a firm grasp on which areas have power and which don't. Tokyo residents are desperately looking for ways to communicate, but the phone lines are overloaded. It's like everyone's trying to call their loved ones. So it's like all the phone lines are super busy. At channel is the only thing connecting me to Tokyo from Tanegashima, even if it's a very narrow source of info. At least it's something. Compared to 10 years ago, there are fewer users, but during emergencies like this, it's faster than regular news. Interesting, 10 years ago there were fewer users on that channel. Huh. I mean, that lines up to when Steins Gate takes place. It's like in Steins Gate, that channel was just kind of flooded with users. Tweepo's too much of a mess to be a reliable source of anything. Ignorant idiots believe everything they read. Even they spread it around and make things worse. It might as well be Spout East. Spout East? What is that? That said, while not as bad as Tweepo, that channel is full of trash too. What's fake? What's real? Well, like fake news and real news. I mean that's hard to say, especially online. It's impossible for me to discern one way or the other. Yet still, I desperately search for any real info regarding Tokyo on the message boards. I do my best to sift through the falsehoods, tracing sources and working my way back to original posters. If I can trace things back to their original sources, I should be able to figure out what's going on. Or so I thought for a time. But now, my brain is all scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs. And that's an interesting way to put it. And a good way to put it. I can't sort all of this noise out. Just then, there's a sound from my phone droid. Kind of forgot who I was, whose perspective I was from.
なんぞ。
メールが届きましたよ。
音読よろ。
Who is it from? Kaito?
送信者、ヤシオカイト。送信日時は2019年11月19日、午前6時58分です。昨日電話したけど繋がらなかったからメールさせてもらうよ。今日の午後にでも顔を出すから部屋に入れてほしい。話がある。
So this was just now that he just sent this? This sounds like the kind of message you'd send an ex. Okay.
テラ知識過剰。処女オツ。
Oh my god, Frau.
頑張れる最終話を解析して出てきた小郡南の警告文に関連する話なんだけど。
It's about the warning message. What? Oh, I guess I guess this message is from like a lot earlier then. Because I thought it would have been about the Tokyo being down.
実はあれに似た内容が君島レポートにも書かれてあった。
I gasp. So I was wondering if he was going to mention that to Frau or not. I'm feeling nauseous all of a sudden. I can't help but cover my mouth with my hands. I barely managed to hold down the stomach juices rising up. Oh, Frau. Seriously, she needs to take better care of herself.
その内容はこうだ。太陽嵐の到達による混乱を利用して同時多発テロを起こすこと。
Jeez. Simultaneous terrorist attacks? Oh my god. That's... I can't imagine how crazy that would get. Oh my god.
そのテロの内容はどうやらロボットによる反乱っていうものらしいこと。
Some sort of robot insurrection. Okay. Okay, so the whole robot boom and the popularity of Gun Varel and its anime, it all comes down to the Committee of 300 wanting to like make a robot uprising and have them terrorize the world, I guess. I mean, this is like some kind of like huge scale kind of apocalypse kind of storyline going on here. Oh boy, I kind of feel like we, as the Robot Club, are going to be like kind of a linchpin in all of this, since we're trying to make a life-size robot. And I feel that our robot is going to start it all. Is going to start that robot uprising. So maybe we should not make a robot. But of course Akiho won't stop making a robot. It's like she's in this for the long haul. She wants to see her dream and Misane's dream become a reality. But if it becomes a reality, it could wind up going it could wind up going so much in the direction that there will be a robot uprising. Kind of sounds like Terminator, doesn't it? I mean, a robot uprising. Oh boy. I think that's the best way I can think about this. It's like it's Terminator. Putting that into perspective, it's like that makes this kind of even more interesting in a way.
君のお母さんからの警告はいたずらでも陰謀論でもなく現実になるかもしれない。
I mean, yeah. I mean, her mom wanted to warn people. So it's definitely not a conspiracy theory.
そんなわけで、君のお母さんのことについてもう少し詳しく聞かせてほしいんだよね。
It's like, will Frau even want to?
ちなみにこのことはまだ誰にも言わない方がいい。それじゃ。以上です。
Why doesn't she want Frau to tell anyone else about it? Before I realize it, I'm breathing heavily.
ぐぬぬ。
Yashio-senpai is right. His anxiety is totally on the mark. Considering his pinpoint accuracy, this isn't just a FG idiot trying to troll. The Kimijima reports are true. I mean, of course they're true. I mean, all this time, everything that has been brought up in the reports have slowly been coming true. A robot insurrection. This lines up with the one piece of truth I found amidst the noise after hunting for 12 hours straight. Actually...
それはもう起きてる。
Yeah. Sure seems that way. Amidst the noise, there are posts dotted around that feel out of place. Service robots were attacking people. Service robots. And so ones that are like maid robots then? A guide robot went out of control. Oh boy. an RI robot went haywire. RI? Well, it won't do what it's told, lol. They're all relatively low-key posts. Nothing designed to get attention. Yet, the Frau noticed. So, if at least someone notices it, other people can notice it as well. Just a few words buried within all the noise. But they're slowly starting to bubble to the surface. They haven't yet caused a ruckus. They haven't? The people in Tokyo are too busy right now with the blackouts and loss of functionality all over the place. A robot insurrection. Just reading the words is enough to make anyone laugh. Even movies don't use plots as cliche as this anymore. I mean, she says that, but there are movies like, the Terminator franchise, so and also iRobot as well. Now that I think about it. Even though that iRobot is, of course, very different from the Terminator movies, but all the same. If you think the word insurrection might cause misunderstandings, you could describe it as robots going AWOL. That's a perfect way to describe it, actually. Thanks to next year's Robot Expo, the streets are filled with life-size robots. More than any other city. Oh, right, with the expo. Especially seeing that Akiho is trying to get her own robot in there. It's all the robots at the Robot Expo that could start this whole insurrection movement. Oh boy. This is kind of going in a direction that I wasn't quite expecting the game to go into. But I'm not like opposed to it, like at all. I find this actually very fascinating. Even police stands have deployed guide patrol robots. Robots run the registers at stores. Nursing robots are all over the place now. There's a surprisingly large number of them walking with and assisting elderly people. I don't know why I had such a hard time trying to say assisting. I hear that Shibuya, Akihabara, and Odaiba in particular have a large number of guide robots deployed. What happens if all those robots stop doing what they're programmed to do? If they stop doing what they're programmed to do and start acting on their own, as if they've become sentient beings, then we're kind of up a creek with no paddle, really. So, so technically we're like doomed, basically. Things are getting more and more messed up, yes. Although I doubt robots are going to be picking up guns and shooting people anytime soon. I would have second thoughts about that, Frau. If I'm gonna be honest. But still, just the idea of humans losing control over the robots is enough to inspire fear. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I don't know if this is an accident caused by the solar disturbance, or some sort of intentional act of terror. I mean, definitely not an accident, right? I mean, I feel like the solar disturbances and the whole notion of this robot insurrection go hand in hand.
お知らせします。
Yes? Notice what?
ヤシオさんのメール到着のついでに新着メールをチェックしましたよ。
And what did you find?
3451通の新着メールを受信しました。
That's a lot of messages.
なお、スパムメールはあらかじめ除外してあります。フラウコージロファクトリー関係者からのメールが1通。
This all sounds very familiar, doesn't it?
お仕事依頼のメールは0通。キルバラットのユーザーから届いたメールのうち、ポジティブと予想されるものが38通。
We've gotten all this from her before. Why are we getting it again?
ネガティブと予想されるものが3413通です。
Although I guess the number of messages could be different. That's a lot. Yes, it is. That's a lot more negative mail than usual. But who cares? I never check them anyway. It's just that I can't believe I've gotten so many after only half a day.
関係者からのメール開いて。
送信者、服部半十郎。送信日時は2019年11月19日午前。
Hattori Hanjuro. It's an interesting name. Very alliterative. What's happening?
電話が鳴っていますよ。
Okay, I was just about to ask, is that a ringtone?
誰？
服部半十郎さんです。
First a message, now she's calling? Oh, it's a she. Okay. I haven't even read the former yet. Well, while she's a member of the KB team, I've never actually seen Hattori Hanjuro's face before. It's like, just answer the phone, Frau. The only people I've met offline are Yasumasa Chuchu and Maguyan. Maguyan? Am I saying that right? The other members, Hattori Hanjuro and Kiss Pop? Kiss Pop. What a name. Oh my god. I've only ever called or messaged Kiss Pop. Hattori Hanjuro is a 23-year-old neat girl. Her real name is Hattori Mitsuko. Okay, Mitsuko. Currently unemployed. That's about all I know. How'd you get the name Hanjuro then?
つないで。
はい、ではおつなぎしますね。
There we go, jeez. That ringtone was getting just a little annoying. The phone droid screen reads sound only. Her face isn't displayed, of course, because we're not gonna get an actual, like, sprite of her. Just gonna be her voice.
ハンジュ、 無事だったん？
Hanjo refers to Hatari Hanjuro. I figured that, Frau. Thanks. I just call her that because it's easy to say and type. Fair enough.
電話復旧したん？それとももしかして関西に脱出したとか？
うん。今、名古屋。
In Nagoya, alright. So she really did escape. I wonder if she knows what happened to everyone else at the factory.
っていうか、フラウッチ、今すぐアホな真似はやめなよ。
Frauchi? Frauchi. That's an interesting nickname. And also, what can Frau do to stop this? Can she really stop all this madness?
RI のロボット OS 乗っとるとか、いたずらじゃ済まないんだから。
は？
Her sudden outburst makes no sense. Seriously, what's her deal? Why is she mad at me?
お前は何を言っているんだ？
Yeah, what is she talking about?
日本語で OK。
停電中の東京でロボット暴走させて人を襲わせてるのフラウチでしょ？
Why would she think that Frau would do that?
あんなの犯罪だよ。しかも自分から正体ばらして煽るなんて。
What? I feel like we're missing pieces of information here.
あそこまで炎上しちゃったらもう収拾つかないって。
ちょっと何言ってるかわかんないです。人違いじゃね？
Yeah. Are you sure you have the right person here?
私にまでそんな分かりきって嘘つくなんて。
I was about to say Hanjuro's line because I didn't hear her voice, but my audio on my laptop cut out because of Siri. I should probably turn Siri off.
自分でツイポでつぶやいておいてよく言うよ。
It's all over her Tweepo, really?
ツイポ？
Hanju has clearly lost it. Or is she not in control of her own mind? I don't know. I figured she was on the edge from all the stuff in Tokyo, plus having to flee all the way to Nagoya. But that doesn't seem to be the case.
私がつぶやいて
とぼけないで。フラウッチ、とにかく今すぐクラッキングをやめて。今自首すればまだ。
わかんない。
I don't understand either. What is Hanjuro going on about?
何言ってるのか全然。
It's like I'm just as confused as Frau.
わかるように話してくれなくちゃ。私、どうしたらいいか。
フラウッチ。
I'm so confused. Same. But that's normal, right? She's just yelling at me without even explaining why. Especially since I have no memory of what she's talking about. No memory? What, as if her memory has been wiped or something? It's like, what? Why would there be any kind of memory wipe? in this. I can't think of a single reason why there would be. I'm not mad or even sad. I just don't have words to reply with. Committing a crime? Taunting people on Tweepo?
何言ってるかちっともわかんない。
本当なの？何も知らないの？
No. She really doesn't, does she? And and I feel like I'm right there with her.
だってツイポでつぶやいてるのって確かにフラウッチのアカウントなんだけど。
All coming from her Tweepo account? I mean, okay, so if it's coming from her Tweepo account, then maybe it's a hacker? I feel like that could be a strong possibility. If it's a hacker, then that would explain why Frau has no memory of any of this.
ねえ、この何時間かでツイポを起動した？
No, right?
してない。
Figured. Hanju goes quiet after hearing my response. I can't see her face, so I don't know for sure, but she seems to be pondering something.
ねえ、一体何が？
Yeah, it's like, please tell me, Hanjuro, what is going on?
RI ロボラトリーインダストリーのロボット知ってるよね？
Roboratory? Is that... It's like that. I feel like that's kind of a tongue twister.
そのロボット OS が何者かに乗っ取られて停電中の東京で人を襲ってる。
Oh, great. Someone has taken over the Roboratory industry. Oh boy. Boy. Okay. What can we do though?
私もこの目で見た。その時は訳がわからなかったけど、東京から脱出してからフラウッチのつぶやきを見て悟ったの。
After escaping and seeing your timeline? Oh, seeing her Tweepo timeline? A robot insurrection. I was literally just looking into this. Coupled with what was written in Yashio-senpai's message.
でも太陽嵐のせいでロボットもほとんど故障してるんじゃ。
That's a good question, actually. Yeah, shouldn't a lot of them be out of commission?
知らないの？15年クラッシュ以降に発売された等身大ロボットは太陽嵐対策が施されてる。
Really? Interesting. Okay, so if they've come equipped with that, then they would survive.
今の東京は電気は止まっちゃってるのにロボットだけは動いてるっていう異様な状態なの。
How could I possibly know that?
でも私が犯人のわけ。だって今種子島だし。
Well, maybe like Hanjuro is thinking that Frau could have done it remotely?
そもそもロボット OS って1台だけハッキングしたって大した被害には。
Of a single robot, sure. But if it was many robots, then that would be a whole different kettle of fish, right?
ロボラトリーインダストリのリーチシリーズはクラウドでデータ共有されてる。
Reach series? What's that?
そこさえ押さえちゃえば全部のロボットに強制的に命令を送れるの。
Oh, there we go. So yeah, it's not just one robot, but like all of them. Yikes.
なんだと？
フラウッチが私に嘘ついてるのかどうか電話だけじゃわからないけど。
Saying she's not lying to you, Hanjiro.
今すぐ追放を見て自分の発言を確認して。
I do as I'm told and hurriedly boot up Tweepo. She has a different layout. For some reason, it's asking for my account name and password to log in. Someone hacked in. Definitely. If she says this, for some reason, it's asking for her account name and password, then someone did hack in. I never see this screen because I'm usually always locked in. Yeah, someone logged her out and then hacked in. This is weird. A feeling of discomfort circulates my body as I enter my password. As soon as I'm in, I find a host of tweets directed at me. Could be phishing, but isn't much of a joke right now. You're gonna blow up if you don't delete it. 88 Kanai. Gonna blow up? Jeers and verbal attacks from accounts I've never seen. Even death threats. Ugh. These numbers are ridiculous. There are more tweets than I can count. Well over the thousands. I can't look through all of these. But I'm used to this sort of thing in my inbox. It's no biggie. It's always that way. I bite my lip and bring up the tweets from my account.
何？なんで？
My timeline is filled with posts that I don't recognize. Yeah, because she didn't make these posts. Someone else did. Pretending to be her. Oh boy. So you know how robots in Tokyo are going nuts and attacking people? I did that. I took over RI's Reach Series OS. That was easy. So I made all the RI robots go crazy. Which is not true. Wow. Frau has a lot of followers. Robots should be freed from human control. Who is pretending to be her? Wanna know who leaked the last episode of Gunvarel? Me! Of course, that's entirely false. A first in human history, a robot murders a human. Now this is big news. Oh, BTW, the server for RI is wide open. Anyone can jump in. You want to kick me out and get the robots back? Just get past the security I set up. get past the security. So, whoever hacked in put up some kind of massive security barrier, and of course, since it is a hacker, they would know how to do that very effectively, so that no normal person on a piece of technology would be able to get past that security. I didn't write a single word of this. This wasn't me. It's fake. Of course it is. I desperately checked my account. Frau Kojiro. This is me. What's going on? You've been hacked.
私のアカウント。
No matter how many times I look, it's the account name I picked. A virus? Not a virus. Have I been hacked? Thank you. I was hoping she would ask this to herself. The only thing filling my mind is the feeling of wanting to cry. At the same time, I feel miserable. I want to cry out with every fiber of my being. Lunacy and depression force their way into my heart at the same time. That's an interesting mix of emotions to have in your heart at the same time.
乗っ取られた。
Someone took over my account. I need to delete it. ASAP. That should make it all better. Hopefully.
マジありえないだろ。こんな絶対おかしい。絶対に。
I end up vomiting. Oh, Fro. It's like, first Frau needs to get herself up and in better shape. Then she can worry about this. It's unpleasant and my throat burns. Tears fall down my cheeks. But the only thing that comes up are stomach juices. Lovely. I haven't eaten anything since the day before yesterday. She's out of food, isn't she? This is all a lie. A lie! This isn't me! Someone set me up! Okay, well, I got three tips, but we'll save reading those for next time. I'm gonna stop it here, actually. So, oh boy, things have gone for a turn of the worst this episode. Oh boy, Tweepo is going crazy with whoever has taken over Frau's account and posting things that are slowly coming true with the robot insurrection. And of course, on top of that, the whole thing with Tokyo being being paralyzed. Oh boy, a lot happened. Well, it's like this has been an eventful episode. So, some things to think about here. I mean, it's like who hacked into Frau's account? Is it anyone we know? I mean, the only one who I can think of who can hack into Tweepo is actually someone from Steins Gate. But I don't think he's supposed to appear in this game. But I could be wrong. Well, regardless, this was certainly interesting. Well, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be.